Texas, and I moved to the ever eclectic city of Austin, Texas when I was 2 years old.
What's up? Word to the Weird. I am Terry Pierre. I am an Austinite, so you will get it here first.
Hi, this is Sharice with Word to the Weird, and this is
Byron Austin. Nice to meet you.
Luis Banuelos.
My name's Taylor. Corinne.
So are you dating right now?
Oh no, I'm single.
Oh, you single?
Because it's mine. The mine. People can't handle it.
Are you dating someone right now?
No.
Oh, okay, so you're looking.
What is your type of man?
I like blue collar all day long. You gotta have a job collecting 401k. You have to be ambitious. I don't like raggedy. I don't like ratchet, and I don't like Jordan shirts, shoes, and socks. No, ma'am.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is human.
I like that. Oh, I love that.
What is your type?
Black guys.
Okay.
It's your type. It's your type. You gotta go for your type. My type is white dude, athletic.
But no, I like slim, tall.
Slim tall. Okay.
Slim tall.
Okay.
Nice little cup.
Have you ever dated outside your race?
Oh hell yeah!
I date inside my race.
And yes, I love black girls.
You do condone white girls dating inside of your. I don't like it to be a fact. Like, oh, I want a black dude. Let me have to be born that way. No, you just gotta be looking for that person.
What are some dating no-nos? What are some, straight, you can't tolerate them? What are those?
Don't ask me for sex. Number one, when you approach me, don't go psst, psst, psst. Say, excuse me, hello, how are you?
Yes.
And number three, if your shoes is raggedy, stay away.
So what attracts you? Like when you see a girl, what do you like?
Compassion.
Compassion. Well, how do you see compassion at the club?
Justin Timberlake or Chris Brown?
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Because he knows how to wear a suit. I don't want baseball caps and Rockaware t-shirts and woman beaters.
Absolutely.
I like a gentleman who like their granny and know how to get slayed and snatched just like me.
What is something that you would never want your parents to know?
Actually, my parents know everything about me. We've always been open, honest, so they know who I am. They know what they raised, so I don't have nothing to hide.
And I'll say they raised a good girl that
Thank
knows
you.
what she wants.
I don't want my mom to know I've had a couple one-night stands. That wouldn't be cool. She thinks I'm an angel, so I want to keep it that way.
Are you still one night standing out here?
Nah, I'm good at that.
You done with that?
I'm out that life. It's
That's
dangerous.
your path.
That's dangerous.
Okay, thank you, Byron.
If you could work with any celebrity, who would it be and why?
I'm gonna say Pharrell, and I'm gonna say that on the music tip and on the skin tip. Have y'all seen Pharrell's skin?
Can't
I mean,
look at
he's
Pharrell
not
without
aging.
looking at his skin.
He's not aging, so I need to know what he's doing first. And secondly, music. Like I said, I'm still trying to find myself musically, and his sound, him, Missy Elliott, their sounds undeniably, and the people that they've worked with and groomed are sounds that, hands down, I love everything about them.
What 3 words best express who you are?
I would say fun, business, and God-fearing.
Hello, my name is Erica. Born in Killeen, raised here in Austin, Texas. I am Ashton Terry. I am an Austinite. Raised in the great city of Austin, Texas, the capital city as we like to call it. All right, what's up? This is Ashton with Word to the Weird. And listen, I gotta tell you, I just got out, well not I, all of us just got out of a very intense but much appreciated yoga session. Definitely something that I was unfamiliar with. And now we have the privilege of being able to sit down and speak with the actual owner of Energy's Balance Studio right in the heart of Austin on the east side. And now, Lisa, why don't you just tell us a little bit about, what kind of got you into yoga, or, what separates you from other yoga studios?
Well, first I'd say that our studio is a home-based studio. That's number one. And so there's a lot, it's a very intimate kind of setting. It's a small group. You get lots of personal attention. We're a community. We consider ourselves a family. We learn, we love, and we have a great time.
I know, Lisa, that one of the things that got us interested in coming and checking you out is that you're starting some sort of women of color yogi type of movement. So do you care to express to us why you kind of want to take it that direction and why you think it's important for women of color to get involved?
Absolutely. First of all, I've been out in the yoga world, and at one time in my yoga practice career, I looked for a specialty class, like a class for just women or a class for women of color or something like that, and there was nothing available, nothing in town. And sometimes you can go out and feel very almost left out.
Absolutely.
And maybe you feel like the teacher's not making eye contact with you or not being very, not communicating with you very well. And so I wanted to kind of bring women of color together in one setting under one roof, and so that we could practice and share our experiences together.
Absolutely.
I think that's really, really important. And there's nothing else in Austin, Texas like that.
Well, I will say I did feel bonded with everyone that I was in the class with. I knew, of course, the four of us knew each other, but you did, again, make it feel like a family type of environment. So I certainly appreciate that as a woman of color. And I think every woman would appreciate that.
Exactly.
I know you mentioned something about not necessarily feeling welcomed into the yoga class. And I know that's one of the things that we're trying to do for people of color in the city is have them kind of adjust to what the city is. Even though it might not be a ton of us here, there is a ton going on. And so what would you say some of the common misconceptions are about yoga? Why you think people of color might kind of, or not even just people of color, but people in general might stay away from it? And what is the real and what is the fake?
First off, a lot of people think that you have to be flexible to practice yoga. That's number one. That's a misconception. You don't have to be flexible to practice yoga. A lot of people think you have to be young. You have to be a certain age. That's totally a misconception. Yoga's from the very young to the very old. There's another misconception is that you have to be in perfect health, that you can't have any disorders or diseases. That's not true. Yoga is for those with disabilities and disorders and diseases, and that it's really good for people in that situation. So the misconception, the thing that I want to say is yoga is for everyone. It's good for everyone. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifetime practice. It's not an exercise class. It's not something temporary. It's not something you do to fit into your bikini in the summer. But it's all about your inner self and understanding who we are, where we come from, what we are, what we possess. And that's what yoga brings us to. It's our life practice.
Absolutely. To piggyback up on the common misconceptions about yoga, these are things that I hear people say, and you tell me if this is right or wrong. With yoga, you have to, if you're going to go take a yoga class in Austin, you better be really advanced because there's some real yogis.
Wrong.
Okay.
That is incorrect.
Okay. So you heard it first here, folks. You don't have to be able to put yourself in a pretzel to come check Lisa out at Energies Balance. Do you have to be super flexible to do yoga?
Absolutely not.
Will yoga help your flexibility?
Absolutely yes.
Okay. Will yoga help balance you from the inside and out?
Yes.
Fantastic. Now, Lisa, we really want everyone to be able to find you. You're tucked in so nicely here in your little nook in your own corner of the world. So if you're not looking hard, you'll miss it. But what is the actual physical address, and where can people look you up or find information about you?
We're at 1908 East 13th Street in Austin, Texas. We're right in the heart of East Austin. We're on 13th and Pepito Street.
Okay.
The name of the studio is Energies Balance, and you can find us at energiesbalance.com. You can look me up there, class schedules there, and contact information is there as well. And I'm always a suggested donation of $10 for yoga practice. We have 5 classes here a week.
All right, www.energiesbalance.com. Come look for our girl Lisa and come check her out every Sunday at Energy's Balance Studio, the little nook on the east side.
Why are you interested in being a part of this cast?
You know, when I got the invite to come to the audition, I didn't know what to think of it because I'm usually like, I don't know, the concept of like reality TV or whatnot kind of throws me. But this is something that's different, and I feel like it gives the opportunity to show the city in a different light, especially for people who are of the urban descent. You know, it gives a new spin, and it gives an opportunity to connect the city in ways that I'm definitely all for. So if I can lend my voice in any way to connect and bridge the gap of all of the cultures that are coming here to the city and shine some light on it, then that's something that I absolutely want to be part of and give a voice to, for sure.
This next one, could you answer it in Japanese?
It depends.
Tell me something that no one knows about you.
Okay.
So only the Japanese viewers will know.
Okay. Oh, I like that. So it's like an Uber secret. 私はパンツなしでテレビを見ています。
That's very
I'll tell you
surprising.
what.
It's very surprising.
I basically said that I always watch TV without my pants.
Oh. Okay.
You know, you wouldn't really know that unless you were there with me watching pantsless TV.
Welcome to Word to the Weird, everyone. This is Terry with the T here, with the T. Topic of the day will be dating. Is it dead in Austin?
What flavor is the tea today?
Well, the flavor, you know, usually we have chamomile, we've had green tea, but today we're just talking about dating in Austin. Dating, is it dead? We have our special guests here, Kyle and Darian, who will give us our male perspective. And let's just jump right into it, okay, ladies and gentlemen? Let's do it. All right.
You have the bowl here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
The first topic, this is for you, Darian. The 90-day rule. You know, is it a turn-off, or do you rise to the challenge?
Well, if I rise to the challenge, it might be a problem.
Trouble in the city.
But 90-day rule. Unfortunately, I hadn't had to experience the 90-day rule a whole lot in Austin.
Unfortunate for you.
Austin, Texas, there's not many 90-day rulers. I don't feel
Yay for tea!
Howdy, big hotties out there, huh? No.
So what you're saying is the women, they don't make you wait. You
Basically.
Is it
not
not 90 days? 90 days is a long time. That's 3 months.
90 days
Is
is a
there
long time.
a long time?
Yeah, that's a financial quarter.
That's almost like
Before
not having sex before you become boyfriend and girlfriend.
Pretty much.
Right.
Is that a thing?
Pretty much.
Do you not? You should not
Not since like
wait
the 50s.
before you.
Since I started having sex.
That's what I'm saying. Like people are literally talking about not doing it before you become boyfriend and girlfriend. And I need to know what it means.
I'm usually on the first date. Sex is usually happened by the entree.
So you get the appetizer, a little sex, and then we get order the main dish.
Then we work
That's
up
how it's going these days.
Okay.
I can't deal with that.
I'm sorry.
How do y'all feel about the 90-day rule?
For tea.
Honestly,
Ladies?
for me, you know, I do think that it just should be based on how you feel. I think every situation is different. So, you know, sometimes men throw up the red flags, and I don't think they should get it that quickly. I think women should wait and test them out. But I'm all for, you know, women, you know, being true to themselves and to their bodies. So if they want it, do it, you know. I'm not opposed.
I think it's a form of therapy for a woman. You know, if you've been through a lot, you may need to control your pee. You know, and take that control back and be like, look, listen, I need to get my stuff in order.
Yeah.
You're going to have to follow these 90 days. And if it doesn't work with that man, there's one day it will work.
I was gonna say, if the right one presented me with a 90-day rule, it wouldn't be a problem.
So you would rise to the challenge?
You could rise to the challenge.
Would you rise to the challenge?
For the right one, yeah.
The right one. Huh. But what
Because I can see the therapy in it.
Well, I think as a woman, like with the 90-day rule, like sometimes if you are that attracted to a person, like and vice versa, if the attraction is there, it's equally as difficult for the woman as it is for the man. So I think it's more like, can anybody rise to the challenge? At least, that's, I don't know. Like I just
frankly, I just feel like, you know, it would get a little too unauthentic if you're just waiting until
Counting
day
days.
90, you know.
I think time is
less about getting to day 90 than being mutually,
Ready.
you know, in agreement about
Yeah,
setting
about where
boundaries.
you are.
Absolutely. Setting boundaries, I think, however long it takes you to get your boundaries set, I think is where, when, you know, after that, then.
And if it's after the appetizers was going so
Well, some people don't
It gets me going like some cheese
I think
sticks,
that's a
man.
good calamari.
Oysters.
It's an aphrodisiac.
Let's segue into the next question, please.
Well, the next question, this one's for you, Kyle.
Okay.
What age is it too old for the club?
Too old for the club?
Yeah, like to go out in the club.
If you see your kids there,
That's it.
I think that's pretty safe. I think
Okay, that's a safe indication.
Yeah.
Club all the way until your kids are club age, and then
And then it's you can have a nice little ceremony where like you walk them to the door.
And you turn around and you never come back.
And you go home.
You never come back. You go home and balance
That's when
pensions.
you have to.
You can turn it into a new tradition, your family tradition when you pass the club on.
Pass the club on.
I like that.
It's people going out with their kids. Though.
That's true.
The
My
chick-
mother's been out with me before.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And your mother's married. You know,
Yeah.
she's not looking. Some people just like to go out and
And
date.
enjoy
It just depends on where you're going. Like,
If you have that type of relationship with
Right.
your parents.
Absolutely,
Quite
absolutely.
frankly.
I mean, I'm grateful for my mother, but sometimes I question if anything we do is traditional orthodox. Yeah, you know. So, but nonetheless,
There's no handbook.
fine.
Yeah, there's no
Like
handbook.
that.
Yeah.
We just live.
Yeah.
all right.
Okay, fair enough. I feel like you got away with that one, so we'll have to come back around.
Okay.
You'd mentioned, we were talking about, the right one and so on and so forth. Can you give me, is there one that got away?
Well, I thought about
fear,
this.
you
I
fear.
thought about this, and I had it in my head when I first when you first asked this. You know what it is? It's those ones where it's like you're like on the bus or you're in a waiting room and you have like that flash of like recognition, like I'm attracted to you and you're attracted to me.
Yeah.
And then you continue with your day.
Yeah.
Those I feel like
Could've been
are
one.
so painful. Like as far as after I get up and leave or she leaves, I'm like kicking myself for like 3 days. I just can't get over it.
Sounds like a James Blunt song.
Wow.
Or the one where you didn't know yourself at the time. And,
Yeah.
You think back, you're like, that was everything you were looking for.
It's
right
very
there.
true.
Timing
And
is
as you both mature, you realize.
Timing is everything,
Probably the right
We're
one.
gonna that's not the one for you.
And
Yeah.
that's
When you are ready.
Or it may come back around.
Exactly.
She may
Maybe.
want.
Maybe.
You just might.
Maybe.
Right.
Okay.
This is getting
That was good. That was good. Well, Darian, what does it mean to be casually dating someone? What does that mean?
Casual dating is, I would
What
say,
can you do? What can't you do?
casual dates.
You can do some casual dates.
Casual dates.
Do some casual
Casual
dates.
talks, casual sex.
Yeah.
Casual.
But what is casual? What determines that it's casual?
Are you dating other
Serious?
people at the same
Like, what-
time? Or
I think when you're casually dating dates, you're probably having dates with other people.
Are you honest with the lady?
I think it's honesty.
Yeah.
I think that's important no matter what stage of it. I think
So at
that's
what
important.
point do you be like, all right, listen, casually dating, I'm dating someone else? Like at what point
See,
do you let the woman
here's how
tell
you pick it up.
Because usually we are like, I think I can marry him, girl.
Right.
And see, that's the problem.
Or-
Let's say
I mean, I'm just saying, sometimes women are a little bit further than the man is. He thinks he's casually dating a woman. So
That's why you throw it out
A
there.
man would not be forthcoming about them being casual unless there's like a schedule conflict.
And neither with a woman, because when the halo is lost, when the woman is seen in this certain light, and then
Yeah.
you realize that, oh, I'm not the only one.
Yeah, a woman can't say that.
Women, we just, we can't have that conversation and get away with it a lot of the time.
Like if we were
That's
if
true.
we were dating someone and we might know that the guy is probably dating someone
around.
else and we might be dating around as well. But if you find out that we're dating around, it's going to be
It's done.
It's
We're done.
done. We're not.
We'll never get further.
Well, is that
than
true? Is that
where-
true?
where we're
See, here's the
at.
thing.
okay with
No,
her
I feel
casually
like
dating.
I'd be okay with
Yeah,
that.
I feel like what you're about to say is what I'm about to say is that like if it's truly casual dating, there really isn't the all right, this is what's happening
Next.
conversation.
Right,
Because
right.
if it's really casual, everybody knows the score.
Okay.
And it's I'm not lying to you and you're not lying to me because we're not making promises
We're not
to each other.
asking anything.
Yeah.
So does the casual
Sorry.
dating scenario do you ever get further than casual dating
If-
with
with-
that
It depends on the
person?
person.
Yeah, casual dating breaks down as soon as you start making promises, right? It is casual until you. I mean, because at that point, then it becomes an honesty issue. You know, if you're gonna be claiming feelings that maybe you don't really have to get to a certain point with somebody, then it's an honesty issue. But I think with casual dating, it's more like we're gonna enjoy each other, we're gonna have fun. You know, when I'm free and you're free, and that sort of thing. And you know, whatever feelings you may have on backstage, you know, that's kind of like
Your problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a personal problem.
I wouldn't say
Until
I
you
wouldn't
move
say your
past
problem, but it's
casual
like
dating,
if you wanted to move past casual
Yeah,
dating,
then you move
then you need
past.
to move it past casual
Right.
dating.
Yeah.
I mean,
You need to
and
spit
it'll
out.
stay there until it is.
That's true. You
I
have to
think
make your intentions known.
Right.
But that being said, we want to give our guests the opportunity to pull from the jar and pose a question. Who wants to spill the tea?
Let's
I
go.
spill
You
the
ready?
tea.
You
I
ready?
spill
You
the
ready?
tea. And do we assign it to somebody? I can throw it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
All right. Let's say this was for you then.
Oh.
Would you date a man? Would you take a man seriously if they had dated a friend of yours?
This is a really,
God.
really,
And I guess it's date or
really
take.
good topic.
They're handwritten.
I've got tea. We might need to put our teapots up for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Show me your teapot. Show me your teapot. Okay.
Tea.
All right. So.
Where we at? We pull out the honey and the sugar?
Yes. Accoutrement, so to speak. Okay, you know, this for me, I'm a little different though. Like, I'm not your typical girl. I am a typical woman, so let me not try to take my vulnerability off. But there's certain things that don't rub me as bad as other things. Like, for instance, I had a friend that I introduced to someone that I had formerly dated, but I realized that we weren't a match. You know what I mean? So I was like, hey, let me hook you up with my friend because, you know, I'm not available, you know, and I think y'all would be really good together. So that, I didn't think anything was wrong with it. So to answer the question, I honestly, if me and the guy, or, you know, or if it were, you know, the guy used to date my friend or vice versa, I wouldn't be that threatened by it just simply because I believe in love. And, you know, I don't think something that didn't work should stand in the way of other people finding love. But I got myself in a really sticky situation by trying to play Cupid and matchmaker. And the friend of mine ended up being a little more upset about the fact that I dated the guy before her later on. And, you know, and she, you know, once things got a little more serious, she made it seem as if I did not let her know that there was actually, you know, that we dated. I think I was pretty clear about it. I didn't give her details, but I was pretty clear about it, and she was upset about it. So it's sticky. Personally, I don't mind, you know.
I think it's probably different for girls and guys, or, you know, the girls have this thing called the G code, which is probably something that we'll talk about later on down the line. But, you know, it's the girl code. You know, do you get to hang out or date your girlfriend's guys? And for me personally, I kind of agree with you, Ashton. You know, for one, especially in Austin, there's this small pool in the first place. So, you know, I think with full consent, if you were to ask and, you know, and ask your friend, you know, is this an issue, and they told you yes it is, and I think at that point it's, you know, all bets are off. But, you know, if you're not dating them anymore,
And if they want like the love of your life,
Right.
and
Yeah.
like this is not someone who you know, everyone knows how dangerously in love you all were. If it was just somebody you were like messing with,
Yeah,
I mean,
for
girl, it
time.
didn't work out.
Well, I'm a bit more conservative on this point.
Yes.
I don't think it's okay. I mean, I had, you know, fortunately, I haven't had an issue with it.
Yeah.
I mean, there was, you know, people that I met dated when I was in elementary or junior high when it didn't really count.
Well,
You
does
know,
it? Because some people could say that it does.
It doesn't count
Okay.
because I know the level of intimacy. at
Okay,
that-
so you're
that's
talking
what
about right
that-
levels.
Right.
Right.
You know, for
I think
me,
it just deserves a conversation.
Yeah.
I think
It
you need
deserves
to
a
let me know.
conversation.
I don't want to be
Communication.
surprised. I don't want to
Yeah.
be on the street and see
Yeah.
you hugged up with my high school sweetheart.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
I don't
Like,
want to have.
That's what I meant by consent.
right.
Yeah.
It just needs to have a conversation. I think.
Right. What do you think, Kyle?
I've been on both sides of this. I dated a girl seriously for, well, not really seriously, but like I dated a girl for a while, and then we broke up, and it turned out like my best friend at the time was also really into her. And so they got together, and him and I kind of had this like conversation where like he's, you know, I really like her, what, you know, and I was like, all right, cool, whatever. You know, like if you really like her, because I know he's a good guy. I know that he's not going to.
Are y'all still friends?
Yeah, we're still friends, and they're married now.
Wow. So there you go.
There it is. So that's why I always point to that as like, that's why I have to check my ego if my friends decide, if I have like conflicting things like that, because you never know. I mean, like,
that's it right there.
You never really know. You know, you have to trust your friends.
If he wasn't the one for you, then
the key is to not be selfish. I think a lot of us, we are territorial.
Absolutely.
And because of that, and it can be scary to know that, okay, it didn't work out with that person, and now they might be the perfect match, and it's like, especially if you're single or whatnot, it's like, where did that leave me? But those are all selfish acts. So, you know, pass them on. If it wasn't for you, if she wasn't for you, let the homie get it. No, let the